people, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer Diamond, and I'm a certified plant-based nutrition coach living a whole food plant-based, sos-free, gluten-free lifestyle for health and well-being. And it literally changed my life, it gave it back to me, and I know it can help you with yours too. So today I wanted to bring you along with me as we revamp the refrigerator. Let's do this. So it's time to revamp the refrigerator. What exactly does that mean? Well, Todd and I have been traveling recently a lot, and anytime I go out of town or I'm gone, leading up to that, I try to clean out the refrigerator and eat as much of the food that I can or freeze it. And so when I come back, it's usually pretty empty. And that is usually a good time to what I call revamp it. And what I want to do is show you what is in there, take everything out, discard some stuff, keep some stuff, organize it, and then clean all the shelves and get it ready so that when I go to the store and come back, we are revamped, we're refreshed, and it's just a good way for me to start. So let me change the angle, and we're going to pop right over here to the refrigerator. Here's our refrigerator. We're not really going to go into the freezer. We're just going to open the doors. And, I don't live in a completely compliant household. And so there may be stuff in there that you're going to wonder, like, why does she have that in there? Well, we'll talk about it, and I'll let you know if, no, this is not something that I eat, or yes, sometimes I do, whatever. But let's open the doors. Ta-da! Not a whole heck of a lot of stuff in here, but it does seem like there's more than I thought there was going to be. And so I'm going to start taking stuff out and organizing it. So we're going to start with the top shelf. Oh my gosh, believe it or not, this is a sourdough starter, and it's a gluten-free one. And I'm going to keep this still. I'm going to open it. Let's check it together. Whoa, look at this. I want to see if I can. Smells very sourdoughy. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the keep pile. If you haven't seen me make my sourdough starter, the gluten-free version, check it out. We'll link it above, and maybe it will help you to try a starter. For startering? Anyways, here we go. Okay, so I have some lemon. I usually just like, when I use lemon, I like to keep it, not in a bag. But this I did put in there from last night because we just got home, and I am just going to disregard this and start fresh. This is some homemade barbecue sauce. I've also done a video on this. You can check it out if you want. And it's looking like it's still doing well. There's not a whole bunch in here, but this is a compliant barbecue sauce. So we're gonna keep that one. Then we have chia seeds. I always want those. And hemp hearts. I like to keep these in the refrigerator along with a lot of nuts and seeds because I learned and had heard that it helps keep it, fresher. Yes, I do have an alarm on the door, so let's turn that off because we're going to be here a while. And let's keep going. This is not a starter, but this is a discard. It also has to do with the sourdough. I make things with the discard. I have a video on that as well. And then we have some sunflower seed butter. It's creamy, unsalted. I also want to, when I check things, I want to check the date while I'm doing this. And so this date is good through the end of this year. So we will definitely keep that. And we've got a couple more things on the top shelf. Let's see what we have here. This is homemade aloe vera that I keep in here, not to drink, not to cook with. This particular one I use if we get a cut or something and it just kind of sits in the back. So that's nothing. And then I have a backup applesauce that I probably got around the holidays when my family was over for the babies. It is not opened. It shouldn't even be in the refrigerator. So I will put it in a pantry, and the date is good through 2026, which is another year from now. And then we have almond butter. So I'm going to just close the door for a minute, just to keep the refrigerator okay. And this almond butter it shows when it was ground, and it is still good. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I am checking that it's just, it says dry roasted, unblanched almonds. Now, here's the thing. This is an opportunity for you if you do this, and it's an opportunity that I use for me. When I am going through here, besides checking, is it old, is it expired, whatever, right? I also want to check the ingredients. Is it something I don't eat a lot of? Like, I don't really eat this a lot, but what I do is sometimes I'll cook with it and make something. Maybe it's it could be anything, some type of compliant cookie or whatever. And so I do have this in the house, but I personally don't eat a lot of nut butters. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just sharing what I do. And so let's say I bought something, right? We're going to check the refrigerator, and I check the label, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't eat this because it has XYZ in it. But when I bought it, maybe I either didn't know what was in it, didn't understand, or maybe since then I've evolved, and now that's something that I got rid of. And so that's another reason to check every so often and revamp the fridge. So let's get back in here. And we're going to go with shelf number 2. So this is some leftover lettuce that I had when I was traveling, and it looks like a cucumber in here. And I know that this was bought yesterday or the day before, and so I will go ahead and finish this off or put it in a smoothie. And I have a couple of carrots in here, and I will keep those as well. This is a hummus. Oh my gosh, this is not good. I can imagine, because this, I think, was here before we left. And although I make a lot of homemade hummuses, sometimes we buy them. And this, yeah, look at that. Nice and moldy. Ew. We're throwing that out. So that's another thing. We could get a trash can over here and chuck stuff into the trash can. Another applesauce, also unopened, so I'm going to put it with the two. So we have 2 over there. I've got some very sad-looking beets that were here. We were gone almost 2 weeks, so these don't look too good. I'm going to toss these. Bringing the trash can over, making it simple. I want to get new, fresh, delicious, vibrant, wonderful ingredients. And so I want to get rid of stuff that doesn't look too good. These are some seeds that I probably made, but I've had them for a while. And they're just sitting in here. So I have to decide, am I going to eat these? They're pretty good. Okay, I'll eat them. So I've got to move them to a place where I see them so that they'll get eaten. These are my garlic bulbs that I keep in the refrigerator because, shut off the snooze button again, because I like to plant. We tried to plant in the garden some garlic, and these are extra garlic. So I'm going to keep this, but this is a container with some, let's show you, some broccoli that I steamed yesterday. And these containers, usually we use for Remy, and so this is for the doggy. I've got another lemon that I bought last night on our way home, as well as an avocado. We did stop at the store to buy just a few things, so most of this is what you see is from last night, or we already had it. Blueberries we got yesterday. This is the end of some broccoli, which I'm going to finish with the lettuce and carrots. And then I have some rice that we ate, but I'm gonna give the rest to Remy. So I'm gonna put it with the doggy food for Rem. These organic blueberries we got yesterday, so we'll keep those. And we have these 3 things. So let's close the door. And we have some homemade hoisin sauce, which is really, really good for a recipe. It looks pretty good, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and move it to the freezer because I'm not using it very often. It's dated, and I know that it's my homemade. So I'm gonna put that in the freezer. We have some Kate Hill French onion dairy-free made with almond milk dip that Todd was eating before we left. Let's take a peek and see if it's any good. I mean, I'm gonna say let's dump it. You know, here, look. Let's check the, oh yeah, it's expired. So get it out of here. And then I have no idea what's in this Tupperware, so let's take a peek. Oh, this is pasta, and I am thinking that it might be my son's. So I'm gonna put it aside and ask him if he still wants it. If he doesn't, if it's old, we'll get rid of it. If he wants it, then at least he'll be reminded that it's there. Okay, so let's continue on. Last shelf, pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds. I'm gonna check the expiration date. They are good until the end of the year. I'm keeping those. We've got some soy milk, and this looks like it's been opened. It's been opened? Yeah, this has been opened, and it's probably from before we left. So gosh, I don't know. I'll put it on a maybe pile. We'll check it. If it doesn't seem good, we get it out of here. These are some homegrown scallions in the onion family that were gifted to me, and I didn't get a chance to eat them before we left. They still look great. I'm gonna keep them and eat them. This container is always where we keep our dog food. Remy has dog food that we make, and so I'm keeping that. We're gonna put it over here. We've got some refried beans that are leftover, and they were from last night. So as long as they're eaten today or tomorrow, I think they're okay. And we also bought some pico de gallo and guacamole on our way home because it was late and we were hungry. Normally, I don't buy this kind of stuff. I just make it homemade. But thinking in a pinch, sometimes I will. And of course, since I bought it last night, I know that it's good and we can continue to eat that. I have some golden flaxseed. Yay! Who doesn't like flaxseed? Here is the end of a smoothie that I made this morning, so I can continue to drink that. I think this must be Todd's. These are flour tortillas. The date is like around now, so I normally would say to him, put it in the freezer, but I will ask him. I'll put it in the pile that's not mine. Another way to do this is to pull everything out and then go through it, which I could have done and I might end up doing, but I'm going to keep going in this form for now. I have some coconut water that I bought yesterday, so yes, we're going to keep that. And this is some almond milk that we had purchased, and I believe that we purchased this before we left, or my son may be drinking it, and so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. And look, we're almost done, okay? This is a little herb that's there. We've got some lemon juice. Sometimes if I don't have fresh lemon available, I will just use this. And this is, I know we probably opened this before I left, but I want to see if there's a date on it, and there isn't. Isn't that odd? So I don't keep things often, you know, for long periods of time, so I kind of know how old it is. So I'm going to keep that one. And then what else? Oh, Todd really likes this Miyoko's plant-based mozzarella when we do homemade pizzas, and so it looks like it's not even, is it open? Oh, it is open, but the date isn't for a few more months, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that for him. I've got some Floridex. This is an iron supplement. I am not currently taking it, and but I do have it, and it is still good. The date for another year, so I'm going to go ahead and hang on to that. Wow, Smucker's strawberry jam. This, I think, was left here by my youngest daughter maybe a year ago. It's been opened. And look, hardly anything used. And it looks perfectly fine. I don't eat it. I don't want it. I'm checking the ingredients. Strawberries, high fructose corn syrup. Yikes! Corn syrup, sugar, fruit pectin, citric acid. Bye. Adios. In the trash. A little bit left of salsa here. Let's check it out. Seems okay. I'll ask Todd if he wants to eat this, and it is dated for quite a while till next year, but that's of course if you don't open it. And the last two things on the shelf is this water. Yeah, we got this water. Somebody gave this to us when we were out, some free water bottles, and this is not open, so we will keep this. And then last on the shelves is some sauerkraut. And this, let's see if there's a date here. Yeah, this is still good until the end of this year, so we'll go ahead and keep it. I'm checking it, and it's cabbage, water, and salt. And although I am not a big fan of eating salt, I know that Todd enjoys sauerkraut, and sometimes I will have a little taste. So I'm going to close these doors for a minute. Give the refrigerator time, and I kind of want to show you how we can start organizing what's here before we do the side doors and the drawers, because then it'll be empty and we'll be ready to actually wash the shelves and prepare for another new grocery shop. So hang tight. Let me switch positions.
Pick it up.
All right, here we are. You can see everything that we pulled out from those three shelves is now right here, and it's sort of in an organized manner, but not really. So I'm going to start putting things that we want to keep behind me. So we're going to go ahead and keep the coconut water. We're going to go ahead and keep the seeds and the flaxseed and all of these seeds. Get those here. We've got the chia seeds, and we've got the nut butter. And we've got, oh yes, some other nut butter and some nuts. So you kind of see, you know, this is takes up space, but not a lot of space. I'm going to go ahead and put these other containers here. So we've got the sauerkraut. We're keeping all of this, almond milk. And, you know, if this is something that bothers you or that certain people eat and certain people don't, you can go ahead and organize it and like give, okay, I want you to have this shelf, or I'm going to put these things that I don't want to, you know, have in front of my face on a different shelf or a different area. Or there's containers that you can use to organize in the refrigerator. But so far, I'm okay with it. This I am getting rid of. And these are kind of like things that are in the refrigerator, but we don't really use that often. So maybe I'll be able to find a spot on the side door. We'll see. Here's that mozzarella cheese that I don't use. That's a dairy-free. And the discard. And then, of course, we have a little bit of the salad stuff that I want to use up. And this is great, isn't it? So here we've got our lemon juice with our fresh lemons and avocado. And then we also have this stuff. So for the most part, I haven't really felt like I needed to put anything in a different pile. But let's say, well, I guess I could. I could put Todd's stuff or things that I don't want to eat on that side. But I think for us, I'm okay. It's not a trigger. And I'll just go ahead and put it here as a keep. And then these things as well. I'm running out of space, huh? And so I am going to ask Todd about, well, we are keeping the dog food. I asked Remy beforehand, and he said, yes, keep the dog food. So we keep the dog food. And this, of course, is Remy's dog food stuff. And that's good. I am going to take out these apple sauces. I'm not going to keep them in the fridge, but we're not going to get rid of them. I am going to put them in the pantry, putting them aside. This water bottle, we have an outside refrigerator in our garage, and outside of the house. It's in the garage, but we keep a lot of drinks and different things in there. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Todd told me, yes, he wants to keep this little bit of salsa. I'm hoping that he will eat that sometime, maybe today or tomorrow. I'm going to ask my son about the pasta. And then, what do you think about these? Oh, so these he doesn't like. These are returned, so or get rid of. So, okay, I'll put them aside. And then I have my drink. That's it. That's all we have left from the refrigerator and the shelves. Now I'm going to go back. I think what I'm going to do is just open it up. I'm going to just take stuff out so we can kind of go this a little faster. And then when we're this way, we'll go through it again. So let's do that. Okay, so here's what we have. Believe it or not, I still have 2 wraps that I came back from my trip from Lissa's wraps that I had made. I want to show you how well these, I was going to throw these out. I want to show you how well they stood up. And I decided I'm not going to throw them out. Why would I throw them out? They're dehydrated. They're very soft still. And look at this. So I know that I could put these in the refrigerator or I could freeze them. Can I peel it open? Let me see. I just kind of want to show you how it looks. I want to see how it looks. Here we go, look. Ta-da! So I could go ahead, if I carefully open this, you can tell that I can make a wrap out of this. And so I'm just amazed at how well these stand up. So I wanted to show you that. Smells good. These are the everything but the bagel, and my bag smelled like everything but the bagel. I'm going to go ahead and keep these. And I have them in 2 bags, and I'm going to put them on this side. And then we have some miso. Now, we use miso. There's a chickpea miso, and there's a regular miso. When I was doing some different styles, maybe it would say add a little bit of, if I did like the raw, I tried the raw. So anyways, we have some of these, and I'm going to check them out. They are both good. This one's good for till 2026, 2026, and this one's good through the end of the calendar year. I'm sharing the expiration dates. If it's just expired, I don't necessarily throw it out. In fact, sometimes I'll keep it. But I did want to tell you, about checking it, because if something's been in there for a long, long time and it's got all kinds of goodies, when I say goodies, I mean preservatives, and it looks as good as that jam, you might want to ditch it. Okay, and then I'm going to check the ingredients. So the ingredients here is soybeans and sun-dried sea salt, and Blue Ridge Mountain well water, and organic handmade rice koji, which I don't even know what that is. And that says that's rice and koji spores. I don't know what that is. Woo! At any rate, I think it's okay to keep. And this one is similar, except it's got chickpeas in it. So there you go. Good to keep. Not something that I use too often. These are some vegan cheeses that Todd likes to, to use on, I think he uses these on like a taco, or these are the orange ones. So I don't think he uses this on the pizza. He usually just uses nutritional yeast and the pouring mozzarella. So anyways, these are his. I don't eat this, so I'm checking the dates, and these aren't These aren't Jennifer approved, they're Todd approved. I'm gonna keep them for him. And then we have a very, very old almond chocolate pudding that I got for the grandbabies oh so long ago, and I'm gonna tell you the expiration is August of 2023. No good. It's jiggly, it's gnarly, it's separating. Bye-bye, it's gone. Okay, and then we have something that we recently decided to try before our vacation, and these are these tree-line cheesemaker vegan goat cheese. Todd has been really trying to figure out ways for him to have supplements, or not supplements, replacements for, you know, dairy cheese. And so anyways, he really likes this one. I tried it too, cashew cheese, but this cheese is not my thing, but it certainly is his. And so we have these two, and we just got them, so they are good, and we're gonna keep them. And then I've got lemons. Now these lemons are not looking so good. This one doesn't look good at all, but you know what? I'm going to keep it. And I will probably squeeze the juice and use it up tomorrow or tonight. These are also a little on the softer side, but for me, I'm just going to use them. Now, you can freeze it. You can cut it, squeeze out the juice. You can put it in the freezer whole like this. I'm just going to keep it out and use it. And then these are some grapefruits that I had before I left. They're not looking too great. Some people might throw them out. I went ahead and had one today, and it was fine. So, you know, that's up to you. And so anyways, now we're going to move on to the sides, and that's pretty much the end of this. So let me move these cute little lemons, and we'll get ready to empty the sides of the refrigerator doors. So here we go. Let's start with this door. This is the easy door. I tend to put a lot of nuts and seeds on this side. I like to refrigerate my nuts and seeds. We do have a lot of bulk nuts and seeds in the outside, when I say outside, right? Remember the garage refrigerator. And so here we've got some sunflower. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and just empty it like before. Ta-da! We have everything out. I just want to show you what it looks like. Looks like dirty shelves, doesn't it? And so this is great. We're going to be able to take everything apart and make a beautiful, clean refrigerator ready to put these things back, and then that we're keeping, and then go ahead and go to the grocery store with our list or our plan or whatever and get it filled with nice new things. So let me re-angle the camera another time, and so we can take a closer look at what I just pulled out. Okay, so let's start with the nuts and seed side. I have these. These are not open. These were a gift my daughter and son-in-law brought back for me. They actually came from Japan, so you can't really read much about it, but I am definitely going to enjoy these. And so I haven't opened them yet because I have some already open that I was going to use, but we're definitely keeping these. This is the end of a bag of walnuts. I'm checking the ingredients, organic walnuts. I'm going to go ahead and check the date. And is there a date? I don't actually see a date, but I do know that I go through these, and so I'm going to go ahead and keep these. This is interesting. This is matcha green tea, and I don't use matcha green tea anymore. It's got caffeine, and for me, I don't do well with caffeine. So I have had this for quite a while. And if I look at the date, it says the best use date is August 25th of 2022. See, this is one of those things that I keep thinking, I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. It's good. It's a powder. It's this, it's that. So if you pay attention to the date, like some of my kids would be like, oh my God, throw that out. But I just feel like, well, I don't know that it really expires. I mean, what could happen? It's a powder. But I'm not eating this. So what I'm going to do is ask Todd if he's interested in it. I'm going to show him how old the date is, and then he'll let me know. And I'm pretty sure he'll say, ditch it. And then I will. Why am I having a hard time throwing this out? I don't know. I'm feeling like, oh, this is something I shouldn't throw out. Why though? Why do I feel like that? Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and I almost feel like, should I ask my son? Does he want it? No, he's not going to want expired, but maybe he would. What if he does? See, that's what I do in my head. Should I put it aside for a minute? Gosh, you're probably saying, just throw it out. But here I put it aside for a minute. Anyhow, let's get back here. We'll revisit that in a minute. These are Brazil nuts, and they, I don't really eat them too much. So I'm trying to see if any of these, it just says when it was packed. It doesn't say an expiration date, but they have been in the refrigerator. And so I think they're fine. It doesn't say an expiration date. Now, if I find that next time I clean the refrigerator out and they're still here, then I'm going to have to decide, do I want to put them in the freezer? Maybe I'm only using them to cook with or for desserts. When I say cook, I meant like, you know, baked things. I don't know, because I know that there was a time when I was eating one Brazil nut a day, and now I don't. Here's some raw almonds. We definitely eat these. And so I use, now with the raw almonds, I tend to have a bigger bag in the outside fridge, and I refill these. So sometimes this isn't the package that it came in. So I am going to disregard what it says on the date. The date is expired, and I'm going to go ahead and keep these. And then we have sunflower seeds, which I know I bought recently, and we're going to keep those. And then what is this? Baking soda, and the very end of it. So I'm going to say I am going to get rid of it. I did. I threw something out. Okay, so let me move these aside. I am going to ask my son about that matcha, and if he says get rid of it, I'm going to throw it out with you. Okay, so I am so glad that I did that. Yeah, he'll use it, and I don't feel like it expires. So I feel good, he feels good, so we're actually going to keep it, and he'll use it. Okay, now we're going to the other side, and we have A1. Wow, this has definitely got to be a Todd thing. And this is expired February of 2023. And there is this much in it, for goodness sake. What do we say? Now, I would ask Todd, and Todd is behind the camera doing this. So goodbye. Whoa. And then we also have some Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. This does not look vegan. They do make a vegan version. And I'm just going to look here. Oh, yep, this is not vegan. Why? The ingredients has anchovies. So if you use Worcestershire sauce and you are not, you're doing whole food or you're vegan, then double check and see, is yours a vegan version? We've had this for a while, and I don't use this, so I don't see a date here. Let me just check a date. And this bottle is full. It's to the top. It's to here. It looks like it was to there. So a little bit has been used. There is no date. What do you think, Todd? Todd says, get it out of here. Okay, there it goes. It's out. Here we have a Kinder's organic barbecue sauce. This is, it says the ingredients has sugar in it, so it is not for me. It has sea salt, it has cornstarch, garlic, spices, tomato puree. It's got most stuff that's, pretty clean, but for me it wouldn't work, and I don't believe that this was ever my barbecue sauce. So it has about this much left in it, and you saw that we had a homemade one over there. That's what I would use if I was going to use any, although I'm not a big barbecue sauce fan. I'm trying to see if there's an expiration date. I don't see anything. What do you say, Todd? Thumbs up, thumbs down. He says, oh, here's an expiration date. It's good through 2026. He says thumbs up. We're going to go ahead and keep it for him. And now we are off to just love her products. So this is a barbecue sauce that we tried, and it doesn't have any sugar in it. It does have a little sea salt. It doesn't have any oil. This is a fair one if I were going to use it, and I didn't have any barbecue sauce, homemade. This one does have a date ending in 2023, so I'm going to leave that up to Todd. Is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? He is undecided. We will keep it. If you use it, by the time we clean out the refrigerator, it'll stay. If not, it will go. Okay? And then I know we just bought this. So this is liquid aminos, and this is just soybeans, and it's a soy sauce substitute. And I'm trying to see if there's a date on here, even though I know we just got this recently. Oh, there is a date. It's really hard to see. This is good till 2027. Whoa, the crowd goes wild. Why? Because I go through my stuff. Yes, it's imperfect, and sometimes I get something that's been here a while, which we've talked about, but this one we move. So put it right there. And here we go. Coconut Secrets. This is also a soy sauce substitute, and this one we will keep. I'm looking for a date. Sometimes the dates are really hard to find. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed, well, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and then you'll be notified when I go live or post new videos. And please give this a thumbs up if this is helpful for you. A reminder, you like it, you know somebody else would like it. It really is going to help spread the word and let other people be inspired. If you've already subscribed, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for subscribing and supporting my channel. Now let's get back to the rest of this. So I think I'm going to move these over here. I want to try to kind of keep things organized, and I started to go off. Okay. Wah, wah, wah. This is not my food. We have organic chocolate syrup, and we have organic salted caramel sauce. Now, I have date caramel in the freezer if I wanted some of that. And these, I am seeing, this one is dated 2025. This is fairly new. I think Todd brought it in the house. This one has been here a long time, 2022. Thumbs up or thumbs down, Todd? Thumbs down. Thumbs up. He says thumbs up. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet, and you live in a house where people do different things. That's okay. We can put it on a place. If it bothers you or it makes you want it, that maybe it won't be at eye level. For me, I'm not interested in this, so I'm okay with it. Okay, we have apple cider vinegar. Yay! I love using apple cider vinegar. It's great. I'm looking for the date. Here it is. It's good through 2026, which I figured I do go through those pretty well, and I'm going to start to go a little faster. This is a sweet chili sauce. We're keeping it. This is some probiotics that I use when I make some of Lissa's raw food romance food, and so we'll keep that. This is a green curry paste. Gosh, I don't even know where this came from. Let's see. It says 2024. It doesn't look like much was used out of it, like one little scoop. Let's see, check the ingredients. Green, wow, I just got a whiff of that. That's strong. Green chili peppers, garlic, lemongrass, spices, salt, shallots, and lime peel. I guess we'll keep it, and if we don't use it, well, then it'll go. Yellow mustard, one of Todd's favorite things in the world. This is expired 2023. Todd, is this a yes or a no? There's just a little bit left. He says, get rid of it. It's gone. We have some olives. We're going to go ahead and 2027. These are great. We're going to keep those. Here's some faux Parmesan that we made out of some nuts, and we're going to keep that. Oh, look at this. Chia. Chia seeds. These are the white ones that I like, so we'll keep those. And then we've got some Greek pepperoncinis. Todd really enjoys these. I have one once in a great while, but usually I don't. And so those are good. Let's see, what do we have here? This is a chili garlic sauce. So I think we were looking for a substitute for this when we decided to try this. This one says sweet. This one does not. Let's check the ingredients. This says, I don't know. It's got a preservative in it. Chili, salt, garlic. Yeah, so this is not for me. Let me see. Are you interested in this? Todd, thumbs up, thumbs down. He's saying a thumbs down. I'm going to put it aside to see if my son wants it. Otherwise, it will get thrown out. This is a very old, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I had this here. A very old piece of dark chocolate that doesn't look at. It's just these little tiny pieces. Oh my gosh. I can't even tell you how old this is. I just threw it out. Yep, I just did that. Let me see. Oh yeah, April 2023. Hey, can you give, I have my son in the background. He is not coming on camera, but I did want you to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Are you interested in chili garlic sauce? Thumbs down, and it's gone. And this is a pasta that we came across. I'm pretty sure it's yours. Is it new or old? It's a thumbs down. See, when you have help in the kitchen, you can really get through things quickly. We have a few more things here, and then we are going to be able to take a break. We've got rice vinegar. I know this is recently purchased. We're going to keep it. Tomato paste, we're going to keep it. What I'm going to do is, though, I'm going to put this in the freezer. I'm going to scoop it out and measure it because it's been opened. So that I have to do. This is been here for a very long time as well. I don't know if instant yeast is good to keep, but I say good day. It's out. All right, we've got Kite Hills cream cheese. This was Todd's. Todd, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Thumbs down. Josh, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Thumbs down. It's out. Same with this. Thumbs up. Ooh, double thumbs down. It's gone. We've got some stone ground mustard. I'm going to go ahead and keep that. We've got a thumbs down in the background, so this should be for me, and I will have it. We've got a few more bottles of vegan yogurt starter. I'm going to keep this. Wow, where did this come from? Everybody in the background is a thumbs down, and we know it's been here because it says 2023. Want, want, want. It's out. We've got a little bit of half a bottle of ketchup, store-bought. It is tomato puree. It's got cane sugar, white vinegar, salt, onion powder, spices. It is expired 2022. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs down. See, isn't this fun, you guys? Last three items. We're keeping this one. This is fairly new. Now, red wine vinegar I don't usually use. I used to use it all the time. And a white wine vinegar. So I don't use these. So let me see if the guys in the house would like to hang on to these. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up for both of them. So this is not my food, but this they will use and enjoy. So thank you. We're going to take a break. I'm going to start to pull out the shelves and clean them, and we'll restock this together, and then we'll be ready to go to the store. To put things depending on the size, or you can go ahead and give somebody the shelf and somebody else a different shelf if your food is, you know, not the same, and you can give each other shelves. So however you organize it, it's going to be great. Ta-da! Look at this. We're just about done. And I was able to put a lot of things that I had on the shelves over here because we got rid of a lot of stuff, even though it may not have seemed like it. Let's go ahead and put this stuff on this side. And I'd say we're pretty good. Let's just see. Where do we want everything to fit? I'm going to maybe do something like that. Almonds here. We've got the sunflower seeds. The bigger bags are down here. And then don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and take this out and freeze it. And then I'm going to put this guy right here. Voila, look at that. A nice clean refrigerator. There's plenty of room now, and when I go to the grocery store tomorrow, I can come home and feel confident that all I'll need to do is possibly wash my fresh produce. So thank you so much for tuning in for this part. I will be showing more of it as we bring the food in, but for now, we're going to just close the doors and feel confident that our refrigerator is clean and we have a beautiful reset. Don't forget, you guys, eat your greens and give plants a chance. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.